Have pharmaceutical companies purchased the right to make their own laws? You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. Legal drugs are a big business. A study by IMS Health reports that overall U.S. drug spending weighed in at $320 billion in 2011 alone. Through the FDA and Congress, the U.S. works to ensure access to safe, effective drugs. At least, that's the theory. Yet critics say that Big Pharma has paid Congress to turn a blind eye to predatory and dishonest practices. So what is Big Pharma other than a convenient catchphrase? Is it real? And has it, as critics allege, bought the conscience of Congress? Here's where it gets crazy. The money's certainly there. From 1998 to 2012, the pharmaceutical industry spent around $2.6 billion to lobby and influence lawmakers. That's more than the defense and aerospace sectors. That's more than the oil lobbying groups. And that's not counting the money drug makers spend to influence doctors. But since lobbying isn't illegal, there's nothing inherently criminal about these actions. If there is a real Big Pharma, then it's the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America. This trade group represents 48 leading biopharmaceutical researchers and biotechnology companies. Perhaps the most notable victory of pharma was the 2006 prescription deal, which extended prescription coverage while preventing the Medicare program from collectively bargaining for lower prices. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the government could save $112 billion over the next decade if Congress gave Medicare the ability to negotiate prices. While critics argue that this is a gift for drug makers, defenders argue that price controls stymie innovation. In either case, the law passed. So how much does pharma actually influence legislation? The answer to that question lies partially with the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC. This secretive group partners private interest and lawmakers to approve model bills that reflect the desires of the involved companies. Defenders say ALEC provides a forum for legislative and industrial partnership, but critics note that the public is excluded from the process. Several legislators across the United States have introduced bills that can be traced back to ALEC. Pharma contributes to ALEC, and it is legally bound to disclose this spending. ALEC, however, is not bound by the same laws. In fact, ALEC's membership list is secret. When it comes to how Congress and pharma work together, who writes what, and who pays for it, it seems to be something that ALEC doesn't want the American public to know.
Homer Keith had listened to the experts, and from what he had heard, he tried to sort facts from personal feelings. For the first time, Homer began to form an opinion based upon facts.